Okay, fellas, I want to discuss this Tom Wilson hit. I have defended Tom Wilson in the past on that Aston Reese hit. I was one of the few. I got some hate on it for sure, but I thought it was just a good, old-fashioned hockey hit where just bigger contact won. But this was different. This hit on Marchessault was 100% completely different. He targeted him the whole time skating up the ice. Marchessault didn't even have the puck or wasn't even relative to the play. His mindset the whole time was, I'm just absolutely going to destroy him. And that was his plan the whole entire time. It just doesn't make any sense. You are a repeated offender. You are known in this league to play on the edge and to play with a little bit of physicality. But this is what crosses the line. This is what gets him in trouble. It was obvious. There's no debate in it. It wasn't a smart hockey play. It was absolutely dirty, and there was an intent to go after somebody who wasn't relative to the play. Now, the call on the ice was ridiculous, and it was a 4-on-4 situation where Marchessault normally plays in those positions, but he couldn't. He wasn't able to at that point. It's a joke. The refs got that wrong. This was a clear 100% intent to go after Marchessault and try and injure him. It's the truth. He is known to be that type of player, and this needs to get reviewed. What sucks is the NHL is going to see how Marchessault recovers from this, and that is the reason why a suspension will be what it is, instead of his intent was this. Regardless of what happens, here's his fine. But it's not going to be that way. I would be shocked if the NHL suspends him for this, but he should be. If he's suspended for that Reese hit, which was way more of a hockey hit where both heads were up and they saw each other and they initiated contact when one player had the puck, this was 100% somebody not having the puck at all. An intent skating back and literally looking at him the whole time with his mindset of, I am going to hit this guy regardless of if he has the puck or not. And that's exactly what happened, and that's not okay. That is 100% not okay, and it can't happen. There is a respect level. I get it. The emotions are high. This is the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. This is the finals, and you're trying to win a Stanley Cup. But there is a respect level, and you are 100% playing with the line and fire, and that's not okay. That cannot happen. That is a disgrace. Tom Wilson, that's pathetic. That's not allowed. I'm not comparing it to cross-checks that were missed throughout the game. Cross-checks are going to happen after every whistle. You're telling me there's not cross-checks in front of the net, cross-checks here and there. There was a cross-check to Ovi, whatever. That happens. That's playoff hockey. But this is different. This was an intent to go after somebody who wasn't involved in a play, and it was dirty. It was so dirty, and it's just not okay, and that's the problem with Tom Wilson. That's why he gets himself in trouble over and over again. There's a line, and he plays that line, and then he goes too much overboard, and that's exactly what he did. I'll be the first one to admit it. I defended his last hit on Aston Reese. I did. But this is just so not even close to the same thing. He needs to be smarter than that. And he can be. You can play on the edge without being dumb. And this was just dumb. Trotz is trying to defend the case on the bench to the referees. I don't know what the point he's trying to make, because there's no point. There's nothing. He was skating into the play, literally intending to hit Marchessault no matter what. And that's a problem, because the play wasn't there to be made. It's a disgrace, and it keeps happening over and over and over again with the same guy. I would be shocked if the NHL does do something at this point, but you got to realize that they have to look at it, right? It's the NHL. It's Tom Wilson, and it's a repeated offender, and he's been brought up in the news recently within the same playoff series and throughout the league in the regular season. It needs to be looked at. It's not okay. It's absolutely 100% not okay, and it pisses me off because that's a problem. That's what ruins the NHL. You have to have some sort of respect out there. Regardless, you guys are all brotherhood. You're all fighting for the cup. You guys all have that competitive fire and love the game. You got to do it between the lines fairly, and that's just not, that just wasn't. It wasn't. So that pisses me off. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on this hit. But there's no way that anybody has the opinion that this was fair, because it's just so blatantly not. It's just so blatantly not. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.